Elfster's Rifles and Reloading. You know, this is somewhat of a continuation of the 5-part series of the PSA 10.5-inch 5.56 AR upper. Well, if you haven't watched the 5 parts on this PSA 10.5-inch 5.56 AR pistol, you know, at least for me, this AR pistol has turned out to be one of my favorite firearms and is probably some of my most successful YouTube videos, and I decided to upgrade the bolt carrier group. As for the bolt and the bolt carrier group, everything looks pretty standardized. It's staked. Nothing looks out of the ordinary other than the bolt itself, which, you know, most bolts I've ever received have been pretty smooth, a somewhat shiny finish. This bolt almost looks like it's been bead blasted. You know, as long as it doesn't affect performance, I guess I'm not totally concerned other than ease of cleaning the bolt. To the premium 5.56 nickel boron Carpenter 158 bolt carrier group. So I decided to have you join me out in the range testing this bolt carrier group out for the first time. Enough of the BS, let's take this out to the range. Okay, so we're at the range. I brought some of my reloads that have been low developed for the specific PSA 10.5-inch barrel and 223. If you've been watching this 5-part series, now we're at part 6. If you've been watching this series, you'll know that the headspace has been fire forming with this particular upper at 1.452 to 1.453. These reloads for the headspace are at 1.450. If you can make this out in the sunlight. So before I do anything with this new bolt carrier group, I just want to double check the fire form headspace. So I'm just going to take one quick shot here, and we're going to double check the headspace that this bolt carrier group fire forms at. Alright, so the bolt held back. Let's double check the headspace on this fire form. And it looks like the headspace is still at 452 with the new bolt carrier group. Looks like we're good to go. Alright, so what we're going to do here is just shoot a couple quick 5-shot groups at 50 yards before we head down to the 50 and 100 yard standing, shooting the steel gong. So it looks like I'm shooting a little low and to the left, so I'm going to make a quick adjustment here and get this over a little bit more towards center. Alright, so far so good. 0 failures to feed and 0 failures to eject. Alright, so that's definitely looking a lot better in terms of point of impact. You know, I'd say this first group, you know, we got 4 shots, a little cluster there. 5th group, our 5th shot, I should say, is open that up just a little bit to about 1 inch. So this next group here, I got 4 shots, one little bit of a flyer there, but it's more towards the center, so that's looking pretty good. So we're gonna run down, shoot some steel at 50 and 100 yards standing. All right, we're at 50 yards. We're gonna take 20 shots standing at the steel gong. Alright, so we got 20 shots, no failures to feed or eject. Let's head down to 100 yards. Okay, so we're at 100 yards, standing with a steel gong, 20 shots. And the bolt held open on the last round. Good to go. So yeah, before I head home here, I got 14 shots left. So heck, let's use this up at 100 yards. Let's see here. Yeah, not too shabby for 14 shots. I'd say it's pretty much dead center. Nice little cluster here. I would say that is roughly, I'd say about a 3 to 4 inch group. So that's pretty darn good. I got a little nice cluster here right in the middle. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. Yeah, not too shabby. I'll take that. Let's take this back to the reloading room. We'll score these up. Now that was a real pleasure to clean in comparison to the old bolt that came with my PSA 223 10.5 inch upper. Night and day difference in terms of ease of cleaning. And so far, for roughly 90 bucks, I'm sold. Well, we shot about 65 rounds with no issues to feed or eject, and I would say that was highly successful and worth every single penny in terms of ease of cleaning and appearance. And the Fireform headspace came out exactly the same as the old bolt. And I didn't really expect it to change, but it doesn't hurt to double check, especially if I have the gauge on hand anyways. You know, the brass looks spectacular. No cratering of the primers whatsoever, and this looks spectacular to reload. Well, once again, thanks for joining me out at the range, punching some paper, banging some steel, and testing out this new PSA Premium Bolt Carrier Group. And one last note before I head out here, if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you next time.